We have what is known as depreciation. We can say that depreciation it is the loss of value, not of objects, but of money over time. Meaning that time makes or reveals that money can lose time. For example, let's say you have 100 Rand right now. So that 100 Rand that you have, whatever that you can afford with the 100 Rand cannot be something that you can really afford in the next 10 years, meaning that it will lose its buying power. I hope we understand each other there. So depreciation it is the loss of value of money over time, because our parents are telling us that long ago they were using 20 cents, 50 cents to buy a lot of things, even 2 Rand, meaning that if they had 5 friends, they were billionaires. But now it lost value. Why? Because of the time. So we have two types of depreciation, which is a straight line depreciation, or they call it straight line method. Then we have what is known as the reducing balance method, or they call it reducing balance depreciation. It's one and the same thing. So be aware that when they say depreciation or method, it's one and the same thing. If they say straight line method or straight line depreciation. Actually they didn't write P, so it calls P1 minus interest rate N, and here it is 1 minus to the power N, meaning it's actually closer to interest, but this one doesn't have a plus sign. So if it has a minus sign, it's depreciation. If it has a plus sign, it's interest. And what you must know about the straight line reducing method and the depreciation, you must know these formulas. It's very, very important. We're talking about the loss of value here over money. Of money over time. I hope that makes sense. Let me just actually explain something very important to you. Now, we know that depreciation is the loss of value of money over time, meaning money reveal things. Money reveal that, time reveal that money can lose value, or the buying purchasing power, they call it in economics. So A is greater than P when you talk about interest, meaning the money that you will have is greater than the money that you have when you talk about interest. But when you talk about depreciation, the money that you will have is less than the money that you have right now. I hope it makes sense, meaning the present amount will be greater than the future amount. I hope it makes sense. I hope that's what I said before explaining everything. But the money that you will have is less than the money that you have. That's depreciation. So I'll actually give you this example. You'll try it. I won't actually do it with you. You will try it. Then you leave your answer. So it's very important that when you talk about depreciation, the value of P must be greater than the value of A, meaning the principal or the present amount is greater than the accumulated or future amount. Why? Because it will lose value, right? Then the value of P, when you talk about interest, the value of P must be less than the value of A. I hope that makes sense. So a Google Chrome book costs 14,500 and depreciates by 13% per annum compounded. So they talk about depreciation here, but the problem, we must actually figure out which type of depreciation or method must we use. So you check all those things when you read these questions. So finance needs you to interpret and to understand your statements. Okay, so a Google Chromebook costs 14.5 and depreciates by 10% per annum, compounded annually, calculated on the reducing balance method or reducing depreciation. Then let's see what they want us to calculate. Then calculate or determine what the calculate what a Google Chrome book will be worth after exactly 5 years. So since it's depreciation, make sure that the value of A is less than the value of P.